Hi, welcome to the chapter 1 of the Effortless Success audiobook. In this first chapter, I want to talk about a more specific process for developing a business, especially developing a product. It could also be a service, but I want to talk about sort of step-by-step process. How do you do it? How do you do it as a bootstrapper? Now, a bootstrapper is someone who has very little money to begin with. If you have tens of thousands of dollars to start your business, well, then maybe you don't need to follow the system. But actually, I think you should still follow this method. But if you don't have that money, if you're starting your business with $100 or $200 or even less, well, then you really need to follow a system of slowly building and developing your business. Alright? You have to be careful because you don't have much money. So I'm going to talk about the system. It's a system that I use. It's a system that a lot of entrepreneurs use. And let's go ahead and get started and talk about the step-by-step process of starting your business. Okay, here's how we do it. Number one, you need to create a cheap demo version of your product or service. Now, what does that mean exactly? If you have a product, it means you create a quick, fast, cheap version of your product. What does that mean? It means you don't worry about being perfect. It is not going to be perfect. The quality might be, so. You're not really sure exactly what the product needs to be like or needs to do. You have some general ideas, so just make something fast. And okay, speed is important when you start your own business. So you don't worry about the perfection, you don't worry about perfect plans. There's no foolproof methods, there's no foolproof product, there's no foolproof plan. Okay, do not try to create a finished product in the beginning. It's a bad idea for several reasons. Number one, it takes a long time and a lot of money to create a perfect, really good finished product. But there's an even more important reason why you need to start with a demo, a cheap demo. Because you really don't know what you need to do. You think maybe you have a strong idea of what your product should be like, but you're probably wrong. What you need is input feedback from real customers, because when you start selling your products, you're going to start interacting with customers. They're going to tell you things, something they're going to love. They're going to say, we love this, do more of this, more and more and more such things. They're not going to be like. They're going to go, oh, I don't like this part of your product, it sucks, I hate it. Now, if one person says that, it doesn't matter. But if you hear that again and again and again and again, then you know, oh man, this isn't good, I need to change it. Now, before you start your business, you don't know what is going to be successful and what's going to fail. You can think about it. You can do research. You can plan and plan and plan. But you're kidding yourself because you just really don't know. When I started Effortless English, I had strong ideas about teaching. I was teaching in a classroom, so I didn't have some ideas about what to do, how to do my lessons, but I didn't know for sure how the whole system would change and evolve. The Effortless English system changed and evolved from from members giving me input, giving me ideas, giving me suggestions, telling me what they liked, telling me what they didn't like. As I heard that, I started to do things more and more and more. And I started to do other things less and less and less. For example, the mini story lessons, I was doing those in my classes in my school, but I wasn't doing them for Effortless English. I wasn't recording them, and I recorded one. One day I thought, oh, I record a mini story lesson, and I put it on the website, and wow, suddenly it was really popular. All the members loved the mini story. It was the most popular lesson. Now, looking in the review mirror, looking back, of course, I realized, it's the most powerful lesson. I know why it's so popular. I understand why it's popular. It's probably the best method, the best lesson in our whole system.